Hey Mitch, how are you? Hope all is well. I was just reading your post, and I agree with some of it. I agree with most of it, but I just have a little bit to add to it. Um, you say I believe that games will not be largely affected by on demand. I agree. I really appreciate the NBA and the NFL for leaving their games on regular television and cable to where everyone get a chance to watch, because games that are our quote unquote Thanksgiving Day game for the NFL and our Christmas Day games for the NBA, they could easily put those games on demand to where we would have to pay a grip to actually watch the games, which I think would be very, very unfair. Yes, going to an NFL game or going to an NBA game live, you can get a ticket, but that ticket may cost you between 75 and $100, and you will sit in the rafters, and you have to watch a screen rather than being closer to the action. And to be close to the action is going to cost a whole lot more. So yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly about attending games and it being so expensive, and not everyone can afford, especially a family. If it's mom, dad, and two boys, or a boy and a girl, or two girls, if they have a family of four, it's no way they could attend even an LSU game, because those tickets, especially if they're playing Alabama, if they're playing Florida, if they're playing one of the SEC teams, those tickets are hard to come by and they cost a lot. Now, if they're playing Jacksonville, they may have someone to give them tickets, and that's probably the only way that they can go, because that's not a real important game. But yes, I sports has taken a different turn. When I was young, I'm 48, so when I was young, we couldn't afford to go to a live game, so just being able to watch it on television was the big thing. I've lived in Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I lived in Texas, in Houston, and now I live in Los Angeles. I've been here for 10 years, and just seeing the different dynamic of sports and who attends, who doesn't attend, who likes to attend. I think baseball games are probably the cheapest live tickets that you could possibly get in the United States, because you can go to a Dodger game and get a $10, $15 ticket, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Whereas it's hard to get Dodger games in LA because Time Warner, which is now called Spectrum, has the rights to the Dodgers. So if you don't subscribe to Time Warner, which I would say more than half of Los Angeles County subscribes to AT&T, they don't get a chance to watch the Dodger game unless you go to a live game, or unless you go to a bar, which I think is very unfair. Almost like if you grew up in Louisiana, and back in the day, if the Saints didn't sell out the Superdome, I don't know if they still do that now, because I haven't lived in Louisiana in over 20 years. But if there were not enough tickets sold to go to the game, the games in your area were blacked out. So we didn't get a chance to watch our beloved Saints. If the Superdome was not sold out, they would actually black it out. So there are so many different dynamics to sports, and being live, going to a live game via internet, on demand streaming. It's just ridiculous, and hopefully they come up with a solution to allow families to go, but I doubt that very seriously. When it's supply and demand, they know they have a demand for it, and people will pay the huge dollars to watch their favorite team, or if it's a big game. If you look at boxing, they charge hundreds of dollars just to watch the pay-per-view, and eventually maybe games in the NBA and NFL may get to that. So I don't know, man, but I enjoy going to the games. I have a chance to go. I'm fortunate and blessed to be able to attend live games, and I also like watching it on television. But anyway, good luck to you in the course, and great post. And I look forward to reading and seeing more of your discussions. Good luck, Mitch.